I'm ready.
Okay, go.
So, yay, guys. All right. Thanks so much for making the call. You guys, we know as leaders that as you're becoming a coach, you're creating new habits, right? It's kind of like just like our challengers are. And so you guys all now have been coaches long enough that you've hopefully added your, 5 to 8 things that you should be doing every day. And this is one of them. So a lot of what I'm going to say tonight may resonate with some of you. It may not resonate with you at all. If it does, and it's kind of like, then what I encourage you to do tonight is to just do some kind of self-reflection about what I'm going to talk about, because it's a little bit tougher stuff. And talk to your upline about it if something doesn't sit right with you tonight about what we talk about. But what I really want to share with you guys is probably for more of the people who are not on this call. And who will hopefully listen to this, and for those who maybe never will, and you'll get coaches like that. I think that's kind of a good message to send, is that not everybody comes in and does this business like gangbusters right away, or even continuing. I mean, as you can tell, we've got a large group in our Emerald to Diamond, right? Tina and I are here for you each and every day. We get in there, we're looking at your posts, we're watching your videos, we're commenting. And we're leading you. And our job in this group is to create you guys to learn how to lead your new teams. And, your Emeralds or more than at least have 2 coaches. And so you do need to be leaders. You do need to be walking the walk. When I say to you guys, I need you to friend request 2 new people a day, and I need you to invite between 2 and 5 new people a day, and I need you to start conversations, just, flat out conversations with at least 2 new people a day. I don't say that because I'm not doing it. I say that because that's exactly what I'm doing. That's why I'm at SC7 on the 11th. That's why I will hit SC14, which is my goal for the month. It's because I'm walking the walk, because if I don't do it, how on earth could I expect you guys to? That just wouldn't make any logical sense. And so, I obviously have goals in this business. All of you do. You shared those with us when you started. And so it's so vitally important. If you don't have your own 3 vital behaviors in check, and you're not doing those 5 to 8 things that are going to grow your business every day, that are part of your power hour at minimum that you do for your business, then trying to get to diamond is almost a very futile effort, because you're not going to recruit people who are going to build the business, because you're not building the business. If we're not hitting SC5 every month, how can you expect your downline to be doing that? And the only way you hit SC5 every month is by inviting. It's only at this point now, 2.5 years in, that I now have people just messaging me, which is fantastic. That doesn't mean that I don't still invite people. I have people out of the woodwork come out of nowhere, but that's from 2.5 years of consistency, right? About regularly posting and doing things to grow my business. So you're just not there yet. And you've got to do the business. You've got to do the work, or your coaches are not going to follow suit. And you're going to find people that are not drinking their shake. They're going to go inactive on your downline. And so you're going to be like this close to diamond, and somebody's going to pop in active. And you're going to go, like that just, it sucks. So for those people who are our discount buyers, we have to remember that they are still challengers. And so we need to treat them as customers. Yes, they're getting a discount, and yes, they're a coach, but you need to treat them and work with them just like we would anybody else, and what their goals are. Because if they're not drinking their shake every day, then are they really getting to their goal? They signed up with us for a reason. So you've got to support them. And if you have somebody on your downline who wants to build a business, and they've told you their why is because they want to pay their car payment every month, then it's our job to show them the way. And the only way you can do that is by doing it yourself. So I just encourage everyone to look within. If you're not doing the 3 vital behaviors every day, if you're not expanding your market, if you're not running challenge groups, if you're not looking for people to recruit. If you're not doing those 5 to 8 vital things that I have sitting over here on my power hour to remind myself even, then we can't, I don't want to give you the illusion that you're going to get to diamond and be anywhere close to being able to keep it. And that's not my goal for you. That's not, you guys all have what it takes to do amazing things with this. Whatever it is your desire is, you have the ability to do it. The question is, will you? I can't be there. Tina can't be there, and we all have things, guys, all of us, every last one of us has things that happen in our lives. And so one day may be a bad day, but I'll be honest, I at least find 15 minutes here, 15 minutes there, 10 minutes there. I'll tell you, I always post. You're never going to see a day where you don't see me posting. That just doesn't happen. It's part of my routine. It's part of my daily habits. I post 3 times a day. Was that a habit for me in the beginning? Absolutely not. I had to set an alarm on my phone. I set an alarm on my phone for 6 a.m. post. Set an alarm on my phone, 12 p.m. post. I set an alarm on my phone, 8 p.m. post. And I just said, I've got to make that a habit, just like drinking my Shakeology every day, just like working out. If there's certain things that are part of the 3 vitals that are not habits for you, then we need to work on those. And you need to make a plan, and you need to set a goal and work with your upline on that. Work with your success partner on that. When we talk about success partners, because that was a post this week, your success partner is not your upline coach. Your success partner is not me. Your success partner is somebody who is side by side with you in this business. Even if your upline coach is side by side with you in this business, you don't need, they're going to do their job with you. They're going to do a totally different job in pushing you and working with you than a side by side coach. And so, I just watched in our June Coach Basics, I've got Julie Zimmer and my new coach Elena. They've paired up together. That's a success club. That's a success partner. They're going to push each other. They're going to check in with each other every week and say, what are you doing? What am I doing? Let's partner up, do stuff together. What are your ideas? Let's shake out this option. How many people are you inviting? What's your goal for this week? How many challenge packs are you going to sell this week? How many people are we going to bring in? One person every single week is a minimum goal. That will get you to SC8 right there. If you can talk to enough people and share 1 challenge pack with somebody and get them signed up 1 a week, that's totally doable, guys. But you have to invite. If you're not inviting 15 people, you're not going to find the one. If you're not inviting, 60 people for the month, you're not going to find your 4. It's just not going to happen. So you've got to do the work. And whatever the fears are, we need to talk about them. You need to be digging deep inside and analyzing, what is it? Why am I not doing that? If it's legitimately time, then we need to schedule it in. You need to say, okay, I'm going to get up at 5:30 before the kids get up, and I'm going to sit down and I'm going to do these things right away. Don't get sucked into the news feed. Don't do 47 other things that are not going to grow your business. I don't want to hear from any of you that you are growing a like page when you're not hitting SC5. That's not going to help you. You still have a huge market of people. Don't be messing around and learning stuff about Instagram when you're not inviting. You can do all of that. There's so much, right? I mean, it can be a lot overwhelming how many things you can learn about this business. But if you're not doing the basics, don't bother. It's as if you're wasting your time. So you've got to focus on what things are going to actually grow this business. And that's why we beat it into your skulls. The 3 vital behaviors are that. If you're not a product of the product, if you're not drinking your Shakeology every day, we've got a problem. So if you're doing that, poof, awesome, we've got 1 down. If you are not inviting every single day, and I'm not talking about, just to a free challenge group, I'm talking 2 to 5 private messages to people if I showed you my list, you would see how many people I'm messaging, right? And there's some days that I do a whole lot more than that. There's some days that I whack out 10, depending on what my goals are, right? And you're going to see challenges as we go into this summer from me, like, all right, let's do it. I mean, I gave Julie Zimmer, I was like, let's do it by the end of this weekend. I want 3 challenge packs sold. She was like, done. And I had 3 phone calls today with her. So, and she's done. She took my challenge and she did it. And I love that. Like, I want to challenge all of you to do that because you can do it. There's no reason why she can and you can't. I mean, there's just no reason behind it. So whatever the fear is around inviting, we need to figure that out and we need to work on it and we need to make it different. And, you know, you're going to mess up and you're not going to do perfect, but you guys are leaders. So if you don't learn how to come through the challenges in inviting, you will never be able to teach your team. Never. You will never get to diamond and hold it. You will never progress further where you want to be with this. And that's not what I want for any of you. So the inviting is crucial. And the personal development kind of goes hand in hand, because if you're struggling somewhere on the inviting, or if you're struggling somewhere about the inviting, right? Like I know Brandy was really honest about her organization. Then we've got to figure out, then your personal development girl better be all about organization. Like, I don't want you reading like leadership stuff or, you know, Unbreakable or like, you know, I don't want none of that. No, you need to be focused, totally focused on organization. What am I going to do to organize myself? How am I going to schedule my day? I don't care if you're online doing free stuff with Franklin Covey, or you're doing, you know, stuff in the back office under the success tab and on organization. Your focus has got to be Eat That Frog. That's a great book about organization and killing whatever the issue is right off the bat. You know, that's the stuff that you've got to focus on. So we've got to isolate where's the issue and then pick personal development that's going to drive that out of the picture. Because if that's where your biggest barrier is, if we can knock that out of the way, I'm not saying you're not going to get another thing, right? But that's why we keep growing and we keep doing better. That's what the personal development's about, right? I just did a whole personal development book on money management because I amazingly am making a ridiculous income now, which is fantastic, but I don't know how to manage money worth a freaking paper bag. I couldn't even get gas a year ago. Like, I was pulling up to the gas pump like, crap, is there going to be enough money? Now I'm like spending money like left, right, and center, and it's fun, but I need to stop that and I need to get myself together. So that's my focus, my personal development, how I'm going to grow. So can I tell you the book on money management? Yes, I am working with a financial planner, and he is part of the Dave Ramsey organization. And so I just finished the Total Money Makeover. I know I've told you guys it's all audio. So I did the Total Money Makeover by Dave Ramsey, and it was awesome. It was like 3 hours, almost 4 hours. It was great. But if you're not hitting Success Club, you don't need to be listening to that. You need to be listening to the stuff in the back office that is in our, you know, I have for a reason in our file section, there's 2 amazing documents full of audio. They're specifically geared to Beachbody coaches. They are specifically for us growing this business, getting coaches started right, you know, overcoming our fears of certain things. You know, those, if you haven't listened to those are crucial. Do that. But you guys have to walk the walk. I mean, that's the biggest message that I think Tina and I want to share with you. And you guys are all showing up, right? You're all on the page, you're doing your videos, you're chiming in, you're commenting, you know, you're integrating the material that we're giving you. So that's awesome. That's only a smidge of it, right? Though, so I need to know, are the rest of you doing what we talk about? So my challenge to you is today is Thursday. Today is a brand new week. You need to pull out a bat, because guess what? You're all going to show it to us on Wednesday next week. I don't care what kind of bat you use. I don't care if you scribble it on a piece of paper. You need to track what you are doing. So tonight, before you go to bed, you need to set goals. How many people are you going to invite this week? How many new friends are you going to add this week? How many challenge packs are you going to sell this week? How many, what are the markers, right? And then you're going to track every single day. How many times a day are you going to post? My recommendation to all of you is a minimum of 3 times a day you're posting on your social media platform. And for me, that's Facebook. And it should be for all of you guys too. That's the one I'm most comfortable with. Posting on Facebook 3 times a day. Doesn't all have to be about Beachbody. We talked about this. I don't want to beat that into a dead horse, but and if you're not sure, then follow somebody on the team. Follow me, follow Tina, go to my page, look at what I'm posting, right? Okay. So you've got to be doing that, or nobody is going to want to listen to you. Okay. And you have to be consistently doing what you're asking other people to do. And that's the kind of next message I want to share. I had a call last night with somebody who found me on my business page. And so I started the phone call with her. She was like, yes, let's get on the phone. Great. I'm better on the phone. That's just what I do. I don't do scripts, all that. You guys can do however it works for you. But me, I get people on the phone. I want to know your goals, and I'm getting you on the phone because I'm just good at that. So I get her on the phone, and I'm like, how did you find me? Like, I actually, you and I know someone, and she's actually a coach in our bigger team. So she's not on our team, my team. She's in Shane's team. And she's like, our kids go to school together. And I was like, okay. I'm like, okay. I'm like, so that's really interesting. I'm like, so tell me about like what it is about, like, obviously she reached out to me. So like, let's talk about that a little bit. I really wanted, I wanted to kind of analyze this. Is this girl coach jumping? Like, cause that happens too to people, right? And do I need to direct her back? She's like, well, no, I just, I never started to work with her. I asked her a question. She kind of really just sent me a message back. I asked her how much a 3-day refresh was. And she was like, I don't know. I think it's like $60. She never followed up with me. And to be honest, she was like, and there's really no nice way for me to say this. She just has been doing this too long and she doesn't show any results. Whoa. I was like, damn, but she was being very honest. This is a woman who has weight to lose. She does not want a coach who has been showing for the last year. She can't lose it either. Okay. She wants to see somebody who started like her and is continuing to be able to keep it off and do what it is she wants to do. So she wants somebody who's going to walk the walk with her. How do you deny that, right? So again, being a product of the product and showing what you're doing is vital. It doesn't mean that I'm not honest about eating 2 burgers on Memorial Day weekend and a lot of wine and, right, okay, I'm human. But something about my social media presence speaks to her. That not only was that resounding for me, like, oh, somebody's listening to me over on my like page, right? Like I'm trying to build this like page. I got like 1,100 people. I'm like, oh my God, is anybody watching me? I got like 5 likes, on things. Like I just keep doing it because I know what I'm supposed to do. I'm just going to do it, right? I can't tell you guys to do something if I'm not going to do it, right? It's ludicrous for me to expect you to do something like that and me not do it. So again, it's about leadership. It's about doing what it is you say you're going to do when you're going to do it. And that means following up with people. It means all the things that you guys know. So you've got to figure out if there's a barrier here, you have to figure out how to get the hell out of your own way. Period. End of story. What is it? Isolate it and tackle it like it's your job, because it is. It's the only way you're going to get better at this. It's the only way you're going to get to your why. I'm not perfect, guys. There are days that I'm a hot mess, okay? We all have that, but I can't be a hot mess all the time. I can't be, not inviting for weeks. I can't not hit Success Club. Are you freaking kidding me? It's non-negotiable. It's non-negotiable, and I will fight till midnight if I have to on that last day of the month to make it happen, because I'm not about to show you guys through my divorce, through everything, through my worst months, I hit Success Club. And it was because I was inviting. Now, I might have been by the skin of my teeth on the 31st and been like, We all have times like that. And let me tell you, you only go through a couple of those before you go, what could I have done differently this month? Okay, I shouldn't have been only inviting 2. By the 15th, if I wasn't at 5, I should have stepped it up to 5 or 10 at that point, right? If I want to hit the goals and you don't want to feel like crap on the last day of the month, that's what you do. And you be honest about what's going on with you, and you talk to your upline about it. Like, look, I'm struggling. You know, this is where I'm at. I'm not getting to where I need to go. And you develop a plan. And if you're not getting that from your upline, then you call your upline diamond. And if you're not getting it from your upline diamond, then you call your upline star diamond. And if you're not getting it from your upline star diamond, then you call me or you message me. Okay. And that's also where your success partner can come in. They're another person in this business that can hold you accountable as a coach. They can hold you accountable in your business, in your own fitness, in whatever your goals are in moving this forward to diamond. Because what I want for all of you is to hit it and then you hold it. There's no dropping from diamond. That sucks. Everybody hates that. Every coach that I've ever had that's hit diamond and then hasn't been able to fight to hold it, that sucks. It's like, yay, 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 yay. And then 4 weeks later, they drop from it. Damn, that stinks. And nobody's a stable diamond. I'll tell you that. No one is a stable diamond when they hit diamond, right? You still need more coaches. You still need 2 more emeralds on each side to stabilize yourself. So yeah, we cheer for that Thursday and then we get back to work. You don't not invite that day. You don't not do stuff. It's just non-negotiable, guys. You know, we can work this business anywhere. You can work this business even on a vacation from your phone. You take 20 minutes, get it done. If that's the limited minimum amount you do, but you do it. You do it because you have goals. You do it because you have a why. You do it because your team is watching you. You do it because you're a leader. And I can't wait to have every single one of you on this team running Coach Basics, supporting your team, doing, you know, all the things that we've taught you. There's nothing more that I love to see people stepping up and leading. You know, when you did that sneak peek for the whole Wild Impact, like that is leading. You know, that is getting it done. And I'll tell you, I think you had the most invites and the most people in that sneak peek because you know what? You own that shit and you got it done. But I want you all to do that. You know, you've got to all say, all right, guys. And so one more thing I want to add before I want to kind of open it and hear from Tina. Part of the training today, which I loved, I was at Summit, I saw that live. And just so you guys know, all of those trainings are in the back office. Every single one from Summit is there. We're pulling the most important ones. But you know, I learned from my team, you can open up a team page anytime you want. And if that's what you guys want to do it. What I teach my downline is to start with a thread. Because you might just be throwing like one thing out and it's not like another group page, right? We've got like group pages for challenge groups. We've got group pages for Coach Basics. We've got group pages for my team. We got group pages for Wild Impact. We've got group pages for the lab, right? So there's group pages galore. If I opened up this team page when I was pretty close to 2-star, so I was a really solid diamond. I had a 1-star diamond. And I was heading to 2-star. I actually had created 3 diamonds by then. So I had a pretty solid downline. I had a message thread for a really long time. And I kept in contact with my coaches either one-on-one or through that message thread. So if I wanted to talk to them and just give them a message, a quick push, you know, on the 10th, 11th of the month and say, hey, who's going to hit SE5 this month? I'm going after it. Who's inviting with me? You know, or don't forget about the challenge pack sales this month or whatever. That's what I use that message thread for. And I encourage all of you to use our team page for that. There's no reason, just because I'm the leader doesn't mean I don't want to hear from all of you guys. I love it when somebody posts a question and I see somebody else before I was able to get in there and somebody else answered. I'm like, yes, that's awesome. Like that's what, you know, that's what a team is. And that's what I want for all of us. So feel free to use our page for that. And also when you feel like you're ready, do it. Go for it. Do whatever it is you want to do with this business. I do see people do too much too soon. And again, if you're not hitting SC5 every month, you don't even be running a team page because it's work. It's the same as a challenge group page. I got to be in there engaging with you guys and sharing the info and making sure you guys know everything. So it's work, and it's part of what I do. It's part of my team. So again, if you're not doing the minimums, and that's what a lot of that video is about, right? If you're not doing these vital things, don't be going crazy and doing all sorts of other stuff. So Tina, anything you want to add to that tonight?
Yeah, just a little bit here, right? So all of you guys are emeralds, whether you have just 2 coaches, right? Even if it's just one discount buyer and your spouse, or you have numerous coaches under you. Regardless, you're responsible for at least one person, 2 people, because you're an emerald. You're a leader, right? You're responsible for coaches on your team. Okay, you're responsible for teaching them. So probably when most of you guys signed a coach who said, yeah, I think I might want to do something with this business, you put them into Coach Basics, right? And you wanted them to go through Coach Basics, and you wanted them to follow along, and you wanted them to do the training, right? And when they didn't, you're like, come on, keep going, right? You got to get engaged. You got to do it. Well, I am going to, sometimes with you guys fall off of our page too, right? The Emerald to Diamond training page, right? Same thing. Okay, you can't expect your coaches to engage in Coach Basics when you're not engaging in Emerald to Diamond, right? So same thing. So we need to give you guys that push too, right? So you need to engage on that page. Take advantage of all the training that you have here. Beachbody does an unbelievable job. They dedicate so much time, energy, and resources to training us. It is unbelievable. Take advantage of it, okay? So for my personal development, right, I'm a huge Gary Vaynerchuk fan. He's a social media expert. Like, I am obsessed with Gary Vaynerchuk. So today, he does an Ask Gary V show. So today, episode 109, Tommy Lasorda actually asked him, so Gary, how do you motivate people? And I was like, oh, I gotta listen to this one. So what does he say? He's like, I motivate people by the person that I am, by the man that I am, right? By the entrepreneur that I am, by the CEO that I am, by the father that I am, by the husband that I am. That's how I motivate people, right? Because people are watching me and people see what I am doing, right? So like Tammy was saying, you can't expect your coaches to engage in Coach Basics if you're not engaging in Emerald to Diamond, all right? If you're not inviting, you can't expect your coaches to invite. You have to be the coach that you want your coaches to be. Okay, you can't expect them to do something that you're not doing. You can't expect for them to be something that you're not. Okay, now I understand there's different levels, different personalities and stuff like that, but you need to lead by example. Okay, they're following you. They came into this business because of you. Because of you. Only you can provide that little bit of push, that little bit of extra effort into them, right? So be the leader, be the coach that you want them to be, okay? Also, what Gary Vee says is, I take the time to get to know all the people that I work with. He's like, I literally want to know when they got married, who's not, who has kids, who doesn't, what they do on their weekends. He's like, I take the time to get to know people. So I build that relationship. He builds relationships. What do? We are in relationship marketing. We build relationships. That's what our business is all about. So take the time to develop relationships, whether it's with your customers or with your coaches. Develop those relationships, develop those bonds, and that's how you motivate people. Okay, people become loyal to you, right? Think about the friends that you've had for years and years and years. You've invested your time into that relationship with those people, and they've got your back. You want to do the same thing with your customers and your coaches, right? You want to develop that relationship, and they need to know that you have their back. As a leader, you need to have their back every single time. Their ups, their downs, whatever it is, right? I had a call with one of my coaches today, totally broke down. She was like, I am going through so much personal bullshit, you have no idea. But you know what? She leaned on me. We talked it through. She felt better afterwards. You know, it had nothing to do with coaching. It had everything to do with her personal life. But how do I know her? I know her from Beachbody Coaching. But she felt comfortable enough coming to me with all that shit that she had going on, right? So build the relationships, motivate that way. Be the coach that you want all those people to be, okay? Questions, thoughts, suggestions? Follow Gary Vaynerchuk on Facebook, please. Oh my God! Please, I'm actually gonna share that video.
Yeah. Oh, good.
Share it in there just because it was really good. Like I tagged Joe Del Mastro in there too because he's a Gary Vaynerchuk fan too. But I'll share it in the group because I think it's important for you guys to see it.
Oh yeah, it's crazy, Maria. It's VAYNERCHUK.
Correct. He wrote the book Jab, 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 Right Hook. So it's how to be heard in social media, right? With all the noise of social media.
And crush it. And crush it. He did crush it as well.
He's unbelievable. I listen to him every day, and that's my PD. Welcome, Val. We're glad you got on. You might have to catch the recording, though, to catch the beginning of this, though.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So be honest, guys. Where are you struggling? Don't make me call you out.
I'll talk.
Nice.
You don't have to twist my arm to talk. I don't know. I feel like I've invited so many people and gotten like rejection after rejection after rejection. And then I'm like, I guess it's the objection part too. Like I've done so much sampling with Shakeology and literally like the last 7 people don't like it. And I've talked them through how to make it. They tell me how they make it. They're making it fine. They don't like it. And then I feel like, well, where else can I go with that? They don't like it.
Okay. So let me answer that question. Stop sampling Shakeology. Stop. Just period. Stop it. It's not working for you. So the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over and expecting a different result. I do not sample Shakeology. I don't even encourage the 6-day sampler. The only time I give away single serving packets of Shakeology is when somebody's purchased a 30-day bag or a challenge pack and they want to try a different flavor. Then I will mail that to them for free. Or I'll mail them 2 or 3 different flavors for free. But I will not just hand you samples. It just doesn't happen. And so I can just say that it's just stop doing it. People need to drink Shakeology for 2 weeks minimum. That's why we have a bottom of the bag guarantee. I want them to stick it out. I want them to try different recipes. I want them to work on this. And if you don't have a strong enough why from them, that could also be the problem. And I know you keep saying rejection. I think what is happening to you is you're getting ignored. And I still get ignored. You guys, if you look at the percentage of now, the longer you're doing this, the higher your percentage will become. But if you look at the 20 invites that I might send on a Saturday, I might get 1 hit back. So who gives a shit, Maria? 19 people aren't paying attention? Who cares? They're not ready. But let me tell you, when they're ready, they're going to remember you messaged them. Okay? And that doesn't mean I don't go back to those people. I go back to them a couple weeks later. Hey, I'm starting another new group. I know I reached out to you last month. I didn't hear from you. Maybe it wasn't the right time. Just want you to know I'm going to run a new group, and I really do want you in it. I love your energy, and I would love to see you a part of it. Or whatever, whatever's true to you, why you keep reaching out to that person. And if you don't want to reach out to them again, fine, put them at the bottom of your list, but they're still on your contact list. An ignore is not a no. And the only time I've ever gotten a no is when somebody's been at least aware enough about themselves to say, you know what, now I'm just not ready. And I really appreciate you reaching out to me, but I'm just, it's not for me. And I'm like, you know what? I appreciate that. And I come back with that. I really appreciate that. And I thank you for your honest response. And you know what? I might check in with you in about 3 months. I'll kind of put you at the bottom of the list. Maybe you'll be ready then. Would that be okay with you if I just check in and see how you're doing in a couple of months? Nobody's going to say no. They might ignore that. And if they ignore that, that's not a no. Okay? So I put them at the bottom of the list, and I put them to follow up with them in 3 months, and I do what it is I said I was going to do.
Right.
Okay?
Real quick thing, I want to give someone else a chance, but like, what if, like, I feel like I've gone through everybody. Like,
there's no way you've talked to every single friend on your list. There's absolutely no way. Okay? And here's another thing. Maria, take a little more time with your forming then. If you feel like you're getting way too many no's, take a little bit more time on that forming. Okay? One of the summit trainings that I took last year, And not that I necessarily agree with it, but they said form until you feel comfortable enough to invite that person to your birthday party. If you won't invite that person to your birthday party, don't ask them to a challenge group. I don't necessarily agree with that, but that kind of makes sense. You know what I mean? I mean, if you just blindly, and there are people that you can blindly invite, but if you blindly invite somebody that you haven't formed with, why is that person going to join your challenge group? They're not. They're not, right? Because you haven't developed that relationship. There we go back to that again. Develop the relationships.
Yep.
You have to develop the relationships with these people. Okay,
Yep.
Take a little bit more time to form.
Chrissy, I just want to get yours because you typed it in. I'm great on retail. Some months hitting SE20, but I'm struggling getting people to build. Okay. So where that comes from is you just, A, haven't found the right people, or B, our best coaches are challengers who've seen amazing results. So you support the hell out of them to reaching their goal and falling in love with the product. And then we try to light a spark. I'll tell you, if I showed you my drill down and how many people are inactive, okay, right? So the numbers, guys, it's a funnel. Not every single coach I bring on is a rock star, right? I mean, and we're too busy to pay attention, but I announce people and then where they go? Like, I don't know, right? Okay, so it happens. You've got to just figure out and definitely work the system that we have. Make sure that we're onboarding them properly, that we're getting them situated, that we're touching base with them. And, and that's something we can focus on in another call about, the onboarding and bringing people in and really kind of utilizing the system that we have. But I'll tell you, sometimes you can do everything right and it just they just never gain traction. So you know what? We find more and we keep going up. Guys, you need 5 people in this business, 5 business builders who are not going to be a joke. Okay. And Michelle is lucky as hell to have Tina as one and Maria as another on the other side, but she still only has 2. Okay. So, we might have other people up and coming, right? We might have other, but you can't, let me wait and see. Okay. You need 5 people to make a 6-figure income at this. If you only have 1, if you have none, it just means you haven't found them yet. That's all. Just keep looking for them. We keep searching for them. We keep inviting people. You never know who that's going to be. And and like I said, I never imagined Adria was going to do it. She just wanted a free shake. She was like, I'm not going to do this as a business. She's like a friggin' maniac. Like,
well, that was you too, though. You were a discount buyer too.
Right, exactly. You just fan the flame, guys. You fan the flame. You just fan it and right? And that's what this does. It's getting the bug. It's getting the bite and feeling the energy and being a part of this amazing thing you're sitting on. We just have to show it to people and we have to tell them and breathe it and love it and know that even through the hard stuff, this is awesome. Yes.
That's right, Valerie. That's right.
You don't stop. You keep pumping. Your arm is going to fall off. You just keep you just keep doing it because you know what? The dam is going to break